had people that you felt like were your last place, your last resort, like your final bus stop of happiness, and they left. Did you die? No, girl. No, boy. Hi, my lovelies. You're welcome back to my channel, and it's still your girl, Mary Fontal. So you guys already know that I influence and inspire through lifestyle, finance, films, and thought leadership. First of all, how's your week been? What exciting thing has happened for you? I mean, how do you feel? How are you? I hope you're holding up, and I hope you really had like a nice week. By the time you're seeing this video, hope you're chilled. Okay, so for my lovelies, today we're going to be talking about 3 things I wish I knew earlier about love and relationship. About relationship. Now, I want you to know that relationships that we're talking about here is not just the boy girl relationship, it's also friendship, it's also, business relationship, like every relationship in general. I feel like these 3 things are really core, and I kind of wish I learned them earlier. I probably would have handled a lot of relationships better. So first of all, I would like to say that having people around you is good. Friends are good, partners are good, that kind of relationship is actually good. Cordial business relationship matters with colleagues, with bosses. We cannot displace relationships. Right now, I'm at a point in my life where, I'm just learning about relationships, or I'm learning to do better, about relationships, because I really used to not care, and I don't think I'm the only one, before, who didn't give an F whether we had friends, whether I had friends, whether I didn't have friends, whether you were staying in my life. And I actually feel like this part of me that now cares, I don't even know which one is the good one, because there was a me who didn't give an F, and now there's a me who gives an F. But I feel like adulting and growing up makes you realize the importance of friendship, of relationship, of family, like every form of relationship. So now let's just get into the juice and into the tea. 3 things I wish I knew earlier about relationships. Yeah, the first thing is relationship needs effort and needs work. So let me explain what I mean by that. You're going to have to put in effort and the work into if you want to have a better relationship or not. Either friends, either partners, either business, whatever form. So let me just give us instances for each of those forms here. So for example, with your partner, you're going to have to put in the work of being committed, the work of being loyal, the work of checking up on them, the work of loving them in their love languages, the work of investing time, energy, resource. That is the work. And then with friends, you're going to have to do the work of some form of entitlement. You're going to have to do the work of some form of checking on them. You're going to do the work of some form of loyalty to your friends, vice versa, because it's a seed you sow that plants, generates, and then yields results. So if you're not putting in effort into relationship, or if you're not putting in the work into relationship, it's not gonna grow. Even in business relationship, so there's something that comes with business partners and all of that. You have to be, for me, it has to be like the place of value and the place of honor. Because if you're seeking like a higher person's favor, maybe in business, you honor that person to get favors, right? Yes. So that's the first thing I wish I kind of like knew earlier about relationships. I feel like I probably might have not lost some kind of relationship that I lost in the past, because I honestly really don't used to give an F. I'm being serious. Like, I used to be at a place where I really didn't care who was in my life and who wasn't. And my mom kind of like taught me, raised me in such a way that, like, I didn't really have too many friends growing up, to be honest. Yeah. Because my mom would always be like, you have to focus on your studies, be yourself. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I didn't know my mom to have a lot of friends. She doesn't really have a lot of friends, and I kind of grew up around her a lot, so kind of affected me one way or the other. But But like being in a much better space to understand that concept right now, I am really trying to do better. I'm really trying to apply these things, at every form of relationship that I find myself. Now, the second thing I kind of wish I knew earlier was that some persons are in your life for a reason and for a season. Oh, somebody say hallelujah. Okay, now this is like a tea that I just spilled. A lot of people, I feel like probably this for people, who have been in like heartbreak situations. Maybe they thought someone was like the perfect one for them, friendship breaks, I don't know, Sha, but one thing I have understood, and this is from like my personal experience, because is that people come into your life for a reason and for a season. There are people who will just come into your life in a particular season that you are for a reason. Some people are lessons, they come into your life for lessons, and they are there to teach you a lesson, good or bad, depending on what you have to learn at that time. For me, I've had someone come into my life to teach me a very profound lesson. See, and this lesson broke my heart. Yes, like it was a breaking time for me, and I went through a lot of pain. You know, let me not talk about it. But if you want me to tell you about this story, comment down below and be like, Funta, we want to hear the tea on this person, that made you feel this way. Yeah. So this person was in my life for a reason and for a season, and the pain that I felt, made my eyes opened, made me learn, made me exposed, made me realize that certain things were not just, I wasn't doing it right. And it took the painful lessons from this person for me to understand that. So it could also be with, destiny helpers, with men in your life, with people in your life, with helpers, generally different kind of people, even partners, that you feel like, oh, you probably wish that you would end up with this person. Oh my god, what's going on? I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm your girl, you're my lovely. So yeah, that's one thing I've also come to understand. So when people come into my life and they go, I am grateful for the good times that we have. I'm grateful for the good times we shared, and I kind of try not to hold on to the pain of the past, because I realized that, oh, this person was in my life for a reason, and this person was in my life for a season of my life. And that's where, I'm going to talk about the fact that we kind of outgrow people and we outgrow seasons. Oh, that's gonna be a conversation for another day. Outgrowing people and seasons. And the third thing I wish I learned earlier about relationships is that love dies. Woo! Yeah. Now this is kind of like romantically, or whatever way it is that love is not enough. So when I say love dies, I'm like, love is not enough. So remember what I talked about earlier about putting in the work? This is what it affects. Now, if you do not put in the work, if you do not put in the effort, love is gonna die. Okay, so another angle I'm coming from is love is not enough. You can literally love someone today and be like, oh my god, this person is the love of my life. Oh my god, this person is so. You can do all of that, and eventually, my second point that I spoke about was people coming to your life for a reason and for a season. Yeah, when they are done with their seasons, they're gonna go. So that love that was holding you guys together is dead. It has ended. It's not there again. So you're going to have to learn to live with and without people. Oh, I don't know who this is for, but you have to understand that people come and people go, and love dies. Love, just the same way love grows, is the same way love dies. Now, some people can be in your life, and when you put in the work and the efforts and all, you can even keep them for more than a season. I don't want to go deep into this, but yeah. And then you guys can grow the love, and something beautiful builds or broods from there. Just the same way the love can die, and when it dies, they're gonna leave, and you're gonna leave without them. and your life will go on. Have you not had people that you felt like were your last place, your last resort, like your final bus stop of happiness, and they left? Did you die? No, girl, no, boy. Life went on. So that is what I've come to understand about relationships. And I kind of wish I knew these things earlier. I wouldn't have held on to certain things I was trying to save. Oh, I would not have done it. I'm telling you the truth. So yeah, bonus point. What I would say again about relationship is that you need people. Oh, oh, you need people. You need people around you. You're not an island. Nobody's an island. You need people. You need friends. You need people around you. You need the gift of men. You need you need good relationships. You need strategic relationships. You need great relationships. You need friendships that will hold your hand when push comes to shove. I'll stop here for today. I'll stop here for today. So, hey, if you're just seeing my face, hi, welcome to the channel. My name is Marie Funta. Welcome, lovely. I influence and inspire through finance, lifestyle, faith, and thought leadership. So, yes. I want to see you guys comment in the comment section and tell me which of these things resonate with you, or if you ever even thought about it from this aspect ever before, and tell me if you learned something new. If you have questions, whatever you might want to ask, tell me, say to me, put it in the comments. I'll be reading. So it's nice to meet you, those of us that are just joining. Hi, lovelies, and to my other lovelies, I will see you guys, on the next video. Don't go anywhere. Bye, guys. Mwah.